Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Hornby R1271M iTraveller 6000 train set, which I picked up for a lovely £99. I've got it from WHSmith, but there are some smaller retailers doing it for that price. Amazon, I think there's someone doing it for £80 odd, but you never know with Amazon. You order a train set and what could turn up could be a tie bride. Who knows? But yeah, so here's the train set. I've been wanting this for a while. It's a 2021 release. The recommended retail at the moment is $159, so I'm pretty happy with that. As always, a lovely packaged product, and then on the back it shows you all the little bits and extras and stuff like that. So this is a app operated on your smartphone train set, which I think something along these lines needed to be done because, let's be honest, train sets are going up and up and up, and so is this hobby, whereas PlayStations, Xboxes and stuff like that, which keep kids entertained, especially with passes and stuff, are the norm now. So they're going to have to work a little bit harder to get people involved, children involved, as they go forward with the hobby. But this is my first one without the polystyrene inlay. We've got a cardboard one, making it much easier to recycle in the UK. And not that you want to know about recycling, but polystyrene is a pain in the arse. So we've got the lovely 040 little shunter here, which looks much better in the flesh than it does in some of the pictures. Some of the pictures looks a little bit cartoony. Yes, it's quite plain, but what you're paying for it, especially if you get it for the price I did, you can't complain. It's also something that you can keep going forward if you're an adult just sort of getting into the hobby, or a teenager. You can weather this up or just leave it as it is, and going forward it'll suit any layout. You've got the lovely Perspex windows with the small details inside, but not much else to report about this little loco, and it does the job. And I'm happy that they're starting to bring diesel train sets back, because not everybody wants an 040 tank engine that looks a bit rubbish, you know, whereas the shunters, I think they can sort of do them for the same sort of money, but they look a lot better. So you've got your little wagon here as well, your open wagon, metal wheels as we come to expect now. It's not too bad, it looks all right. Again, another thing, you can probably get the paintbrushes out and you can do your Rolf Harris. I mean, not Rolf Harris. Don't do Rolf Harris. No, I'm thinking of the other guy with the afro. Forgot his name now. Anyway. Oh, shit. Anyway, you get your lovely van. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know I am a fan of vans. It's not the best. You got a little bit of details there. Metal wheels, again, of course. That's what we've come to expect, as I've said, for the other wagon. And you get a tanker. A tanker is quite a nice choice. I don't have many tankers, funnily enough, so this will be great to add to the collection. And, you know, for what I paid, with all the track that you get, so you get your sidings, you get all of that, you know, you could just buy it for the engine and the HM6000 controller, and you've more than made your money. When you consider an 040 diesel shunter is like 50 quid, and the Bluetooth HM6000 is like 30 odd quid, so you're almost there. But yeah, lovely packaging as always. You know, recently on my channel I have been giving Hornby a bit of crap, but I'll always be honest when I think it's good. You get your third radius curves, and then you get your two double straights. They're all packaged together, which is a great way of cutting the package size down, because train sets were getting to the point where they were 6-foot boxes, which is not what you want. And then you got your half second radius, you've got your points, and we've got 3 more straights. One of them is obviously your power clip, so which is great, to be honest with you, because my one is looking a bit sad at the moment. So then you've got your transformer here, nothing special, the usual, and that's going to plug straight into your Bluetooth controller, which still does need to be connected to the track. Nice little unit. You also get a detail pack, and you get your buffers, of course, to go in your sidings. You know, and all of this for £99 at the moment, definitely worth it when you consider some of the train sets, which are just a boring oval, like £100. It's just crazy what you get for this. I don't know how long this offer is going to last, so it's definitely worth it, especially if you're looking for something a bit special for Christmas. So you lift up the top cardboard, then underneath you got your usual, you got your track mat, you got your instruction manuals, your warranties, and all that sort of stuff. So I've taken here, you're going to see me, I'm going to take out my old, there's the old controller, the normal one that most people would have. So we're going to get rid of that. I'm going to put the new clip in, which is the top one. That's the top power track. We're going to replace the old one, which is looking quite old now. It's even faded a little bit. So I'm going to take the power off, we're going to unclip that. And you are going to literally watch me struggle. Clipping together track is easy until you're doing it on camera. Then it's an absolute pain in the ass. And you just look like an absolute wally. But we're going to do that anyway. So when I was recording this video, originally it was like 35 minutes long. And I was thinking, oh, no one is going to want to watch. I don't even have the attention span to watch somebody gabble on for that long. Especially if it's very boring and very dry. You know, which some people are, which is just their style. That's not me having a go. And my God, I should have cut my fingernails for this video. There we are, we got it together. One of the fish plates on my points is bending down. Don't know why. Not sure how that happened. So what you're going to do then, you're going to plug your HM6000 into the track. You're going to put the transformer into it. You're going to plug it into the wall and you're going to get a red light. The next thing you're going to need to do is you're going to go onto your phone, your smartphone. I'm on iPhone, so I don't know how it's going to work on Samsung, but I imagine it's much the same. So you need to go onto your iPhone and you need to download the Hornby app, which is easy. It takes literally seconds. So I'm going to pop in a little picture here. So here's me doing it. So you can see there, that's the app. We download it. Take the time. There it goes. It's going straight onto our home screen. Now, when you fire up the app, it's going to give you the choices of, do you want to see a YouTube video showing you how to work your way through it? And they've got detailed videos there showing you how to link up, because it's Bluetooth operated, so you need to link it up to your phone, and you could do it that way, or you can read through the book, or you can do what I did and just skip every step and just think, sod it, this is what we're going to do. So I won't go through that. That's going to make this video even longer than it has to be. But you can basically, you go in, you pick your circuit. You'll see here that you've got the type of acceleration speed range that you want, the inertia, which is acceleration, and inertia deceleration. So you can set that as to what you want it to do when you put your speeds up and down. You'll see what I mean in a minute. You got your sound profile, so you've got your steam engine, you got your diesel, and you got your electric, which is brilliant. I mean, it's going to keep kids entertained. It's not really something that is top on my list to want, but you know, you'll see me use it in the video anyway. So it's super easy. It could be simpler. You know, they could on the app walk you through it, hold your hand, because not everyone is going to be able to just get on with it and sort it out and know what they're doing. One of those people who's like, we don't need the instruction manual. So this is what you get for your circuit. You've got your speed, in which will work with the locomotive. You've got forward, backwards, brake, stop. And then you've got your sounds. So you've got your whistle, you've got your loco sound, which will change as the speed is. So at the moment we're on steam train. And here you'll see the device is linked, it's provisioned. I did do this properly, don't worry. I'm just trying to flick through this as quickly as I can and show you, because I don't want this video to be 700 hours long and people sleeping at a desk. Especially if you're working while watching this, you don't want to be stabbing yourself in the eye with a pen. You can also choose your layout. So I went for a simple layout, you know, just first radius of track with points. Mine's a little bit more complicated than that. It also, what I find is fantastic, will let you make your custom layout, so you can drag the items in and put them in. You can give it a name, so I've called mine Steve's 00 gauge. I will put my proper layout into it eventually, but you know, we just want to get it started for this. So luckily I could record the phone while I was doing this, so I did it on my phone, so it's great having the screen recording. And that's pretty much it. It's so simple. It does a lot more than that, but if you're just looking for the simple oval of what you had with the train set, super easy to use. That's what we're going for, simple oval. And that's what I went for. So just checking back through the selection, make sure everything's... I didn't want it too violent on the acceleration or deceleration. I didn't want a huge max speed because it's only a little 040 loco. So there we are, we synced, so that's good. And this will show you. So this is the speed creeping up. And I don't know if it's like this on everybody's smart device, but I found with mine it was quite jerky. It wasn't very smooth when moving the bar up and down. Don't know why. It could just be me. I've got this phone is new as well, so there shouldn't be any problems with that. But yeah, it was a little bit strange. The only thing I can say about this is it's a much more time-consuming process than just plugging your controller in, pressing forwards, backwards, and then playing with the speed. Granted, on a normal analog controller, you're not going to get sounds, and you're not going to get like the brake noises, and you're not going to get any of that sort of stuff. But I just find it easier. I think that's the only drawback. Maybe it's just because I'm like in my 30s. I'm not like, if I was younger, maybe I'd love like, you know, all the gadgets and wizardry. But there is that drawback with the train set. They've tried, and I get why they're doing it. But it's kind of a hassle. Just to make the loco go takes a lot longer than just turning the controller on, and you can turn it up and down. And I find it a lot easier. There is an emergency stop, which is great, because obviously if you're pissing around and you're going too fast, you can just press emergency stop. But also the same with the controller, you just flick it to the middle and it's off. Not that I'm trying to be bar humbug. I don't want to say that I'm putting it down, because I knew exactly what the train set was when I bought it. But I wouldn't say that there's enough there to pull me away from a controller. You know, in fact, after this video ended, I just put the analog controller back in. The app is still installed and stuff, and I'll probably have a play with it in the future. But yeah, it's kind of strange in that respect. You think, oh, this is amazing, I'm going to play with it all day. But I instantly noticed it was a bit of a hindrance, you know, to get to go back and forth. Everything just takes a bit longer. So be aware of that. It's not like DCC. It's totally different. You know, but they're trying its new innovations. This year, however, they haven't done anything with it. I haven't seen a new train set come out with it. So I'd like to see them try again. But anyway, enough babbling. So you're going to see I've basically linked up what's happening on screen with what's happening on the HM6000. So you get to see an idea of what I'm saying. You'll see here as well how long things take. Obviously, you can turn the speeds up, inertia, and deceleration, all that. But you can see what I mean with how it's very sort of fiddly. You're just standing there with a phone in your hand. And I could just do it with a controller while I'm looking at what I'm doing. But it's a great idea. It's better than like the sound box you had when you were a kid, and you just had to press the buttons, and it would like, make the noise, and you could press for the whistle and stuff. You might not remember that, but hey. So yeah, it did get stuck on the points. I hadn't run it in at this point, so I was kind of expecting that to happen. So it did get stuck on the points, unfortunately. But this sort of gives you a clearer idea of what is happening on screen and what is happening on the controller. But again, I didn't want this video to be like 7 years long, so I did have a longer version. But you've got to talk all over this stuff, and I didn't want it to be too long. I already feel like this video is too long. You know me, I like to get to the point. Is it good? Is it bad? And away we go. But yeah, super simple to use. Even for the smallest of children, really, really easy to use. And that's what you're looking for. New sort of things to get the kids into the hobby. And even sort of adults and stuff. So yeah, it's a lovely little set. It runs well. This is after now. So this is after I've run it in and everything's smooth. And we're happy and it's all good. So you can see here with the points as well. No problems whatsoever. Fantastic little logo. Great package. And it's worth the money alone just for the accessories that you get in it. You could probably buy them and break the set and sell the parts off and make money off it. But you just have to be aware that it's gimmicky. And I'm sure some people won't agree with me in the comments. To be honest with you, I would, if this was full price, $160, it's not really worth it for me. I would rather just spend that money on some DCC. But overall, it's a very, very good product. It's nice to see them using their heads, especially at the moment where they've got a bit of a weird place in the marketplace at Hornby, where they're making some huge, huge mistakes and some crazy prices. But luckily there are retailers out there who can provide us still with a good deal. So overall, I would definitely recommend you get this, especially with Christmas coming up. Buy it now, because you know what's going to happen. It's not like the olden days where Christmas was coming and you'd have great deals on. That's not what they do. Everything goes full price. So I would definitely recommend getting it for Christmas, for a birthday present. Just buy it early while it's at the price that it's at. Because, like I said, the 2022 train sets are coming, and I don't see this as an option. So once this has gone away, who knows when they may redo it. And then if you want to do it yourself, you've got to buy the unit separate, then the loco. And if you don't have track, you've got to buy the track. And no, don't. So it's definitely worth a buy. And I would say if it wasn't at £99, it's definitely worth it all day long. And also another thing to note is, as you can see, this is on my first radius layout that we've got. We're building up, and it works absolutely perfect on first radius, as you would expect from an 040. Points are not an issue. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. It's not the most detailed ever, but you just want to know, does it work, and what do I think about it? And I'm really happy for all the support we're getting on the channel. It means a lot, especially for the break that we've had. And hopefully if you enjoyed, you will pop a like, subscribe, and join us along for another review soon. But yeah, definitely take advantage of this. As I'm making this video, the prices are still there. I've checked while I'm narrating over the top of this. The prices are still there. You can still get it for a decent price. So yeah, absolutely, definitely worth doing. There probably are some second-hand bargains out there as well. So yeah, hopefully see you soon.